So I just pulled out the gas tank. But look at this shit that I just poured out of the fucking fuel tank. That's some murky ass fucking fuel, dude. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning back in. Today is Saturday. It's 8 a.m. right now. And I'm pretty tired. Before I head to Kenneth's house, I need to get some coffee. Most of my friends know all I drink is coffee, and I love it. It's bad because it's a waste of money, but what can you do?
Hi, welcome to Place here.
Alright, can I get a large house coffee with easy ice?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, thank you. Got my fucking coffee. So, for those of you who go to 7 Leaves, or who know what 7 Leaves is, you should know how addicting the house coffee is from 7 Leaves. I always get a large, and I always get it with easy ice because you get more of it. Super addicting, and it's super good. And it gives me the energy I need to do race car things. So, now we're headed to Kenneth's house. I'm gonna call him up real quick. It's so good. Wake up! I think he's still hungover. Good thing I have the key to his house, so I'm just gonna show up and wake his ass up. Just got to Kenneth's house. Choco! Jingay! Kenneth still sleeping? Yeah. Oh, here we go. You got shit to do. He's hungover still. Hey, I'm gonna move some shit. Alright, guys. I was able to move out Kenneth's trailer. It's right here. Now, I gotta move his race car. Because he's still sleeping. So. Let me get in here. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Oh, my shirt is gone off the way. Dang, look at this D&D stuff. It's so nice. Alright. I think. Okay. That was easy. V8. Dude, it's so like reliable. Easy. Alright, now I gotta push my car out. So nice. So nice. This shit out. It's so heavy. I'm not sure if I can do it by myself, but we shall see. There's no brakes on this too, so it's just gonna be sketchy. So I can't really film that much right now. His neighbors are getting rid of a bunch of tree branches and shit. So it's really loud, and the video quality with background sound is just shitty. So I'm gonna set up the car in the driveway to where I need it to be, and I'll come get you guys. So I can't film much due to the loud ass sounds outside. So I'm just gonna set up a time lapse of me removing the fuel tank, because I gotta take that out to dump out all the fuel. And hopefully by then they'll be done doing all that bullshit up there. So shitty. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Alright guys, so I just pulled out the gas tank. Look at this shit that I just poured out of the fucking fuel tank. That's murky ass fucking fuel, dude. So now, next step is to rinse out the fuel tank, just to make sure all the dirt and little particles in there is clear. I'll show you guys how to install the new Walbro 450 high pressure fuel pump I got. Got it shipped yesterday at work, so make sure you get the F9000274. That's the 450 high pressure for E85. I think they sell like a 262 or something, and that's just like a regular 450. There she is with the kit. So make sure you guys get the whole assembly. A lot of people just sell the pump by itself, but this shit's way too fucking loud. Ah, sucks. Alright guys, check out this little setup I got going on to rinse out the fuel tank. The water is shooting upwards to the top of the tank, trying to get everything out, and it's clear. So I think it's working. I just gotta make sure it's super clean before I put everything back together, because I don't want any like contamination with the E85 to the fuel pump and stuff. But yeah, it should work just fine, and the water looks pretty freaking clear. Sorry if you can't hear me. It's still really fucking loud. Fuck you guys. It sucks. So look at all the shit that was inside the fuel tank. Like a dead mosquito, its legs, a bunch of fucking dirt, little rocks. This is why you should double check your fuel tanks before you install them, if they're used. But now, fuel tank is on the trailer, getting all dried up. Not sure what that looks like inside, but it's getting dry. So I'm gonna let it sit out here for like half the day probably. But now I'm going to show you guys how to install the fuel pump onto a stock S13 hanger. Let's see what we got. So I got this ATL bulkhead wiring fitting. So what this does is it lets me run aftermarket wires basically from the pump through the top of the fuel tank to a plug that I'll have hooked up. The only reason I'm doing that is because the stock points where the wires used to be basically all got thrashed. Like that was cut, that was cut. This was like soldered and just really ghetto. And it's usually ground power and 2 for like the sending unit for the level, but I just need ground power. So the bottom of the fuel pump needs to sit flat with the ground so it could pick up as much fuel as possible. And that way, if you're running super low, it'll still catch the fuel at the bottom. Man, it's hot today. So, basically, that from that needs to be 9 3/4. So, basically the hose that I'll be running connecting the two is gonna be like very tiny. I gotta cut this. Not sure if these will do. I'm just gonna cut it in half and see what's up. Where are you? Okay. If I bottom that out, it should be enough. So, I need to pry this guy on. Oh, jeez. It's just a pain to get on. I'll show you guys what I'm trying to do. So look, I'm trying to get that guy to go as low as possible. I don't know, like a 1/4 inch more. Alright. So, that should be good for now. Now I can feed this hose clamp on and start tightening it down. Cool, that's on. Should be around 3/4 or 9 3/4. So I'm just gonna snip off a little bit more. Cool. Slide this guy back on. With the sock on, it should be right at 9 3/4. So I'm just gonna tighten this guy down. See what it looks like with the sock on. And this thing has like little hooks at the bottom, so when you slide it on, it just hooks onto this little stud right here and it'll just stay on. So get it to where it needs to be and just pop it on and you'll like feel it snap in. So now I measure again. Right now it's like past 10 inches. Alright, let's see. So with that sitting, that should be perfect. That's like 9 3/4 on the dot. Now, I run, cut these off first. So yeah, make sure you guys buy the kits because you need these plugs and they come as a kit. And bam, they go through this end. You just slide it through. I gotta hose clamp that. Alright, I need to look for a hose clamp. Alright guys, so there you have it. I found a hose clamp. I used the excess E85 hose as like a little cushion in between the pump and the hanger, and just tighten that guy down. And now it fits really well. And it's not all shaky. So I'm gonna double check the measurement. It should be right at 9 3/4. It is. So from the mounting surface of the fuel hanger cap to the bottom of the fuel pump sock, it is 9 3/4. So that means I'll make a perfect contact with the bottom of the tank. That way if it's ever super low, it'll still suck it up. So we's good. Check it out. Very cheap setup, and it'll work 100%. I have no doubt that it won't. So I like it when shit just works. I like it when shit just works out. Alright, this is just simple, cost effective. That thing was like 20 bucks. Fuel pump setup on eBay from Walbro. I looked up the reviews on the seller, and he does sell legit shit. So, but on eBay, the pump and the filter kit and the wiring all for $105. So I think Summit sells it as well, but Summit's like $140 for the whole kit. So just saved myself 30 bucks right there. I will put the link on these. I'll put the link in the description to where you can find this guy and this guy. Now I gotta see if the fuel pump is super dry, or see how dry it is. That way I can put the fuel pump in and basically finalize that whole system right there. And it looks pretty damn dry. Should be pretty good. It's like a little shit in here that I might want to take out. I think we should be good. Looks pretty dry in there. Just let the sun do its job for a little bit longer. But right now I do actually need to cut some shit. Right here. This is where I guess the previous owner cut like metal out, just so like the feed line could go to the dash 8 that's welded right there. So I'm just make it look a little bit nicer. Cut it, and put the tank back in. So I'll show you guys how that goes. Just gonna eyeball this shit. Safety first. Gotta get your gloves on. Gotta get your goggles on. And then we can start cutting. Alright guys, good enough. That'll work. Alrighty guys, fuel tank is dry, so everything's gonna go back in. It's pretty perfect. Forgot to put the O-ring. Alrighty, get these screws on. Next, we'll do the hanger part, or the filler neck. Get the O-ring. Bitch. Ah, I just hit my head on the shelf. Damn, that fucking sucked. Alrighty. Time to get this shit back in. It's hot. I gotta do it though. Let's go. Alright. I'm going to use my legs to get this shit up. Actually, I think while I'm down here, I'm just going to replace this return line with E85 compatible return line, so I don't have to do it later when it's all tight. Let me get my tools. So what I'll do is just match up this length with the new line. The E85 soft line I'm using is from Gates RPM. It's E85 compatible and it's submersible. So what that means is it could sit inside the fuel tank and the E85 won't eat away at it. But if it was like a normal fuel injection hose, then over time it'll just disintegrate inside the tank. Or if you're running it to, you know, feed and return without it being 85 compatible, it'll just disintegrate from the outside in and fuck up your shit. So that's good. Top. Put this guy on. Alrighty. And that is done, guys. Now, for the feed, I'll probably just run a 90-degree fitting and the line will go straight through. It's hot. I'm gonna start the wiring now.